Bud called out Canelo, not the other way around. I'm gonna repeat that. Bud called out Canelo, not the other way around. Canelo said out of his mouth that he wouldn't get the credit for beating Bud Crawford because of the weight classes. He said that Bud was small. Bud is a great fighter. I think he might have said a generational fighter. I don't know. But he gave Bud all the props in the world. But he still said that he wouldn't get the credit for fighting Bud. So why in the hell would you have an opinion on what Canelo does when he said he wouldn't get no credit? Canelo can do whatever he wanted to do. Y'all called out for him. Y'all wanted Canelo, man. If Canelo would have told y'all up front, man, I'm going to get boosted forward for y'all, y'all would have said, no problem. We still going to win. What the fuck is going on now? Crawford took this fight with Canelo on Canelo's terms in the contract. Crawford took this fight with Canelo's terms on the contract. So why would somebody be acting like a kitten over sparring choices of Canelo? If Canelo chooses to spar Jaron Bruce Ennis, why would you make an uproar of that? You got the money fight. You got the bag. This is a big bag. So why is Terrence Crawford's teammate and stablemate, Bernie the Boxer, making this a race thing because Jaron Bruce Ennis decided to help a Mexican fighter? When we all know Terrence Crawford has a Mexican fighter helping him. Are they calling that Mexican a racist? No. But my thing is with this is to me it's seeming like Bernie is acting like a teammate that has already lost. You're acting like you lost already. That's not the Bernie the Boxer that the fans are used to seeing. We're used to seeing a positive Bernie the Boxer, a confident Bernie the Boxer, a motivational Bernie the Boxer. Where's the motivation at, Bernie? That's not a good look, man. I'm wondering how Terrence feels about this because Terrence has decided to disconnect himself from the internet due to maybe situations like this. I mean, but Bernie is Crawford's boy, so maybe this is how Crawford feels low key. We won't know until they decide to share. But there's a lot of stress on Bud, man. All that PED shit because he working with Victor Conte. You know, his weight choices and what he doing. Is he bulking up? This, that. His resume. Saying that everybody on his resume trash. Canelo even said it out his old mouth. Name you one elite fighter. Bud didn't name nobody but some small guys at weight classes that had sad careers. No disrespect. I'm just comparing them guys to the upper level. Yeah, sad careers. And I'm not saying Bud can't win this fight. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying all the theatrics leading up to this, you know, it was cool until Bernie did this shit. Bernie's acting like somebody that done lost in that fight. Maybe Bernie the Boxer is trying to run up a bag. You know they say all publicity is good publicity. Maybe Bernie trying to run up a bag on his own account. You know, I can't dismiss that idea. You know what I'm saying? Shit, but me personally, I think if the shoe was on the other foot, the relationship that Crawford has with Robert Garcia and how they talk highly of him, I think Crawford would have did the same goddamn thing. If the shoe was on the other foot, Crawford would have went and helped some Mexicans prepare for Bruce. It is what it is. I said it and I believe it. And I know it probably would have happened. I know it. Crawford has a great relationship with fighters, and he definitely would have probably went if they reached out. Terrence Crawford seems like a good guy. He definitely would have went to help somebody, regardless of their race, if they reached out to get that good work from Terrence Bud Crawford. So the nonsense from Bernie the Boxer, to me, seems like he's trying to put some bread in his pocket, man. Seems like he's trying to, you know, enrich his own finances with this nonsense. It's complete nonsense. And aside from it being complete nonsense, it could be fear. And I don't want to believe that it's fear, but like I said, he's acting like a teammate that's already lost. He's talking bitter, he's talking negative, and that's not what we used to seeing from Bernie the Boxer. I'm Jay Squares. This is the Triangle Third. Tap in.